Well, once again, it's Epiphany, this time in 2009. Phoenix Services is preparing to celebrate its 13th annual 12th night celebration and ceremony. The preparations are being made, the finger food has been put out. We have trays full of meat and vegetables and dip, a nice tray of cheese and fruit, and a wonderful spinach dip. Really quite a treat and a festive occasion like this. And, of course, the ever-popular roll-ups that we've been serving for a number of years at this event. So, as you can see, a nice little repast for our guests. And over here on the other side, the preparations being made, we've set up a manger scene. There's Mary and Joseph and the infant Jesus, surrounded by shepherds, peasants, camels, and of course the primary features of this evening's ceremony and production will be the Magi, or the three kings, that are down in the foreground of the manger scene itself. You'll also notice on the table in the front that there is a cloth-covered box, and that's a box that people will put declarations in of their intentions for the coming year as they make commitments to themselves about changes that they intend to make, and they use this annual ceremony in order to do that. Then at another table on the other side of the room, this table has been prepared for desserts, and the desserts aren't yet in place, but you'll see the crock pot in the background, and that crock pot is going to be filled with wassail, a really nice apple cider with special spices and juices added to it. And so it appears as though the room is set and it's ready to go, and it's time now for our guests to begin to arrive.
Yeah, what he actually quoted me as saying is really good.
And as the guests begin to arrive, there's lots of lively conversation and things to talk about. Many of the folks at this program have been here year after year for this event, and some of them are new to us, so it's really nice to get acquainted with new friends and to reconnect with some of the older ones as well.
Here we go again.
As time went on, the group grew a little bit bigger. The ceremony, or the celebration itself, actually started at 7 o'clock. And with the 12th night ceremony coming up in a few minutes on the video, it began at 8 o'clock. So during that hour in between 7 and 8, people arrived at their own pace, enjoyed appetizers, and enjoyed good conversation and just visiting with one another.
In the refrigerator.
What's in the refrigerator?
Susan Mayer wearing her bird's nest hat. John Mitchell and Linda Richter, and Bonnie Mitchell, and our friend Rion Ventnor. That's Jimmy Johnson in the background, and a new friend, Michael, of his. So many people here I couldn't possibly name them all, but a really fine collection of people, and a very special evening it was for us. And then finally, we got the program underway. And as always, I had some messages to share with them.
When one is making progress, that one be properly attired. Susan Mayer, of course, understands what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
And it occurred to me that if I were going to make a hat that would properly represent my intention to become more enlightened, more wise, to perhaps open up the possibility of great creative ideas to come through me, that I should make myself a hat. I wasn't able to find all of the material yet, but I did get this part. I thought, that was a good start, right?
Doubles as a clown nose.
Doubles as a clown nose. It's got sticky tape on the bottom. I think that's...
So, of course, some of it's a little silly, and some of it's a little more serious.
Right, and whenever you have a goal, it's important to make sure that your goal isn't about what it is you want to get away from. But consider if there is something you want to get away from, at the very least consider when you get away from that, what becomes available to you, what becomes offered to you out in the future, so that you can find yourself compelled towards or moved towards or propelled towards, if you will, that new, desirable, exciting thing. So, like these guys, right, that bring us here tonight. Mo, Curl, no wait. I know they have names.
And then at the end of my usual annual talk, I guided them through a meditative process.
As it explodes, those images become a part of your consciousness, a part of your mind. Allow that star to explode now. And if you don't feel a rush of energy, give yourself permission to allow that to happen, to generate.
And you can notice how the whole room gets quiet.
There's nothing that you've ever accomplished.
Everyone drops off into a nice little meditative state.
This is an opportunity to do just that. So after that explosion,
perhaps this guy's taking a nap, I'm not sure. But I know that he was enjoying the process.
Bright, radiant, shining star containing those images that you placed in. And so for a second time, if you understand me, that these images become part of your consciousness, part of your thinking, part of your mind, allow that star to explode again now.
And then it was time for people to use the fireball to burn things that they wanted to get rid of. You'll see there on the screen 2009, and inside those numbers C, M, and B for Casper, Melchior, and Balthazar, the three wise men that are commemorated on this day. And then finally, it wouldn't be complete without one last singing of Silent Night. So thanks for joining us for 12th Night 2009, and have a wonderful new year.